watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Barnstorming with the 2002 season. Tonight from Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland, it is the 1927 Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Again, this is Game 2's lineups as the Yankees played in 1927. So the starting pitcher today will be Dutch Reuther. He'll be taking on Baltimore's Jason Johnson. Again, the game will be played in basic strat because I only have the cards that are in straight basic, the old timers one-sided guys. So I'll be using them. A little bit of super advanced with the stealing as I can do them. Just trying to use that if I am able to. We'll kind of throw that in when we get there. Here are your lineups for today's game. And let's get this started. For the Yankees, they are the visitors. Earl Combs leads off. He'll be followed by Mark Koenig. Babe Ruth, the big blow in Game 1 of the series, bats third. Lou Gehrig bats fourth. He's a cleanup hitter. Batting fifth is left fielder Bob Musial. Batting sixth is Tony Lazzari. Batting seventh is third baseman Joe Dugan. Batting eighth, gets the start today, is Pat Collins. And batting ninth, your designated hitter, is Ben Pashko. Remember, the DHs will always bat ninth in this league for the Yanks. For defensively for them Orioles, they played a really good defense this first game. Their bullpen finally fell apart as the Yankees pulled it off in 11 in Game 1. Mora in left, Singleton in center, and Gibbons in right. Batista at third, Bordick at short, Harrison at second, Conine at first, and behind the plate is Geronimo Gil. On the mound is Jason Johnson. He was 5-12, 5-14, ERA 4.59, 22 starts, 141 hits, 131 innings. And he can get into the sixth inning of fatigue. So here we go. Let's get this started from Camden Yards in Baltimore. This is the New York Yankees right now on Yes with the 1927 Yankees versus the 2002 Orioles. Here we go. Earl Combs leads off. He was 2 for 5 runs scored and a double in Game 1. Here's Jason Johnson. He looks in. Here's the pitch, and we're underway. 3-9 for Combs. The ground ball to first. Big play from Conine. He tosses it to Jason Johnson covering, and out number 1. So Combs retired. Here's Mark Koenig. Koenig 2 for 5 runs scored. Big 2 RBI single in Game 1. Jason Johnson looks in, gets the side. Here's the pitch. This is a 2-3, popped up to second. That's Jerry Harrison. He comes over and makes the catch for out number 2. Here is the right fielder, Babe Ruth. Ruth 1 for 5, runs scored, a monster 2-run homer that's still in orbit. It went on Utah Street in right field, and it literally almost hit the warehouse. So 2 outs here in the first. Ruth is a left-handed hitter against Jason Johnson. He's a right-handed pitcher. Johnson with the windup. Here's the pitch to Ruth. That's a 2. That's an 8. Deep drive to right field. That's the same play. That's it. Gone. That's headed to Boog's Barbecue, and the Yankees lead 1-0. The Bambino does it with the Bambino blast. The Yankees lead 1-0. So Ruth hits his second of the year, and the Yanks lead 1-0. Here's Lou Gehrig, the first baseman. Lou went 1 for 5 in Game 1. Johnson now has felt the wrath of Babe Ruth. Here is Johnson from the windup. Here's the pitch. That's a 5-7. That's a ground ball to second. He is a 2 defense. 17 on a 2, makes the play and ends the inning. But the Yankees get 1 run on a monster home run by Babe Ruth. Heads into Boog's Barbecue at the end of 1/2 inning of play. 1-0 Yanks. So now on the mound for the Yankees, left-hander Dutch Reuther. He was 13-6, 3.38 ERA, 202 hits, 184 innings. He'll pitch the same Oriole lineup from Game 1. Jerry Harrison followed by Chris Singleton and David Segui. Jeff Collins followed by Tony Batista, big home run in Game 1. Melvin Mora, Jay Gibbons, Geronimo Gil, and Mike Bordick. So here comes Jerry Harrison. He's a right-handed hitter. He was 0 for 5 in the opener against the lefty Dutch Reuther. Here's the pitch. We're underway. 2-10 is a walk. So Harrison leads off the Orioles first with a walk. That's not a good start for Reuther. He wants to keep him close. Again, we're going to use zeros for the catch. 0 hold, 0 and a -2. So the Orioles will get to run always on a -2. Harrison is starred. So 17 or 11 would be the opening numbers. Can he get the lead? No, he can't. So it'll be an 11, so he can get a good jump and still run on a 55%. Actually, what I've been doing with that, I've been doing an A stealer. So it's 1-17. 1-17 -2 without getting a hold, I believe. So let's make sure if I'm right. A is a 1-15. So without getting the hold, he can still go 1-13. Harrison is going to try to steal. He's going to try to be aggressive, and he's in there. Jerry Harrison gets a stolen base off Dutch Reuther, and the Orioles got a runner on second with nobody out. Here's Chris Singleton. Again, he's the son of Kenny, left-handed hitter. We'll get hits against the lefty Reuther. Reuther from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 2. That's an 11. Ground ball to first by Gehrig. He will pass it to Reuther, gets him, and the runner will go 90 feet to third. So now the Orioles have a runner on third with 1 out. Here is David Segui. David Segui, he is a switch hitter, he'll bat from the right-hand side against the lefty Reuther. Reuther, he was 2 for 5 runs scored. The Yankees playing the infield back. Not really worried about giving up a run here. 4-10 catchers, Cardex. That is Pat Collins. Collins on the defense in this game is a 3. So a 3 on a 5. Ooh, this could be interesting one way or the other. Let's see if they can get a pop-up on this. And he's safe. Oh, he's safe on a 1. So batter is safe on a drop pop-up. So that sounds like it'll be an E1. Runners score, and it's now 1-1 ball game. So an error on Pat Collins. Let's go ahead and give him the run. Catcher with the error, and it's a big score for the Birds. So an unearned run for Dutch Reuther, and we're tied at 1 here in the first. Runner on first, 1 out. Segui now on, not being held. And now here's Jeff Conine, the Barbarian. So Reuther looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 4-7. That's a ground ball to second. Second baseman is going to be Lazzeri. He's a 2 on a 3. Oh, small rolls. Yankees not getting any help. Ground ball. Lazzeri turns a double play and gets out of the inning. Lazzeri to Koenig to Ruth. Lazzeri, Koenig to Gehrig for double play. So Koenig to Gehrig, 4-6-3. So a big double play ground ball. That gets the Yankees out of the first. The Orioles get 1 run on no hits. They don't leave a runner. It's an unearned run at the end of 1. It's tied at 1. So a weird first inning. And now here is going to be Bob Musial. Musial 1 for 5 runs scored in the opener. He's a right-handed hitter. Good, solid contact guy. Hit .337, 500 and plus at-bats on the season. Jason Johnson looks in. Here's a pitch. That's a 2-9. That's a hard-hit single for Musial. So Musial is on. And let's take a look, make sure we're still looking good. Yeah, looking good. Hope everyone likes the broadcast feed. And now for Musial, he is an A stealer. So let's see what the Orioles do with their holds. Jason Johnson is a +4, -2, and Gill is a -2. So it will be an even for Musial to run. So again, that should be, let's look at the rating one more time. For Musial to run, it's a 1-15. So we're going to go ahead and run on this one. Here's the throw, not in time, and Bob Musial gets himself a stolen base. So Musial gets himself a big stolen base. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's the second baseman, Lazzeri. Yankees coming out running in this second game. Johnson from the stretch. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's the pitch. 2-7. Oh, he just missed it. Swung and missed. 2-8. He sends that one deep to left field. Camden Yards, a very hitter-friendly ballpark. Here is Joe Dugan. 1 out. Runner on second. Dugan 2 for 5. An RBI and a double in his first game. Again, Johnson from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-10. Line drive to third baseman. Batista is there for out number 2. So Dugan retired. Here's Pat Collins. So for Pat Collins, he gets the start today. He pinch hit in game 1, and he struck out. The catcher for game 1 of the series was, I believe, it was John Grabowski. He started game 1. Pat Collins gets the start here in game 2. 2 outs, runner on second. Jason Johnson from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-7, ground ball to short. Collins had a shot. Picked up by Bordick. Throws him out, and the Yankees are done in the second. 1.5 in the books. It is still 1-1. So for the Orioles, Tony Batista, followed by Melvin Mora and Jay Gibbons. Mora 1 for 3, runs scored, a long home run in his first at-bat of the 2002 season. Reuther looks in, gets the sign. Here's the deal. 3-6, struck Batista out, 1 away. So Tony Batista strikes out, 1 out in the second. Now brings up Melvin Mora. Mora was 0 for 4 in the opener with a strikeout, 1 out here in the second. Dutch Reuther looks in and gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That rolls around a bit. That should be good. Anything that 2 columns dead. Ground ball to short. That's Koenig. Throws him out for the out number 2. So Mora swung at a bad pitch, and Reuther got him kind of golfing at it. Here is Jay Gibbons. Gibbons in game 1 was 0 for 4 with a walk. Again, Reuther gets the sign. Full windup and deals. 3-3 and walks. So Gibbons walks. So now a 2-out walk. He's an E stealer. He will be held on at first, so he does not have that big lead. And now here's Geronimo Gil, 1 for 4 in the opener with a strikeout. Reuther from the stretch. Here's the sign. 1-12, and he draws the walk. So Geronimo Gil is on. That is the 3rd walk, I believe, on. It is for the Orioles. So Dutch Reuther a little bit wild today. Here's Bordick, 2 on, 2 outs. Reuther from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-2, and he walks. Back-to-back-to-back walks, and the Orioles have the bases loaded. And now here is Jerry Harrison. So the Orioles bases loaded with 2 outs. Dutch Reuther has lost the strike zone. Reuther from the stretch. 2 outs. Bases jammed of Orioles. Here's the pitch. That's trouble. That is a 5. It rolls around to a 9. Reuther gives him a base hit down the line for a base hit. Double 1 to 6. 7 to 20 is a base hit. That'll be Jerry Harrison knocks in 2, which means Gibbons scores. Gill will score. Bordick will go to 3rd, and the Orioles lead it 3-1. That's the first hit of the ball game for the Orioles. So now here's Chris Singleton. Orioles now with a 2-run lead. Again, Dutch Reuther's being wild has cost him here. Reuther from the stretch gets the sign, and guess what? He might run. So let's see. So Harrison is an A stealer, -2. So again, it should be a 1-13 to run. It is a 1-13 to run. He's going to try to steal second, and he does. He steals second, so that's a big stolen base. So now it's second and third with 2 outs. 2 stolen bases for the day for Harrison, and here's Singleton. So now Reuther just looking like confused out there. Reuther from the stretch, second and third, 2 outs. That's a 4 column, and that is a fly ball left field. Musial is there, makes the catch, and finally gets out of the inning. 2 runs on only 1 hit, 3 walks, and 2 left. At the end of 2, 3-1 Baltimore. So now Ben Paschal lead off. He was hurt in the last game. He was 0 for 2 with the runs scored before he came out. Here's the pitch from Jason Johnson. 5-6 is a strikeout for out number 1. So a big strikeout for Paschal. Here is Earl Combs. So Earl Combs, he grounded out the first baseman first time up. Lefty-righty matchup. Johnson with the pitch. Here it is. 5-12 fly ball left field. Melvin Mora is there. Makes the catch for the second out. So 2 outs. Combs retired. He's 0 for 2. And here's Mark Koenig. Koenig popped to second his first time up. Jason Johnson gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-10 from Johnson. Ground ball to third. That's Batista. He's not one of the more gifted third basemen, I don't believe. Let's look at his numbers. Batista is a 4. This could be trouble. Oh, it is. It's a 6. Tough play. 6 on a 4. It's an infield base hit. So Koenig beats it out with 2 outs. So he's on base for the first time. That is base hit number 3 for the Yanks. And here's the Bambino. Long home run his first time up. Yankees a chance to tie this one up again. Johnson working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ruth. 1-9 and draws the walk. So Ruth draws many of his walks. He has a great eye up there. Yanks now with 2 on and 2 outs. Again, trying to get something going. Gary ground to second his first time up. He's 1 for 6 so far on the young season. Johnson from the stretch. 2 on, 2 outs. That's a 1. That's a 9. It's another walk. And now the Yankees brain trust. They are definitely working the walks. Yankees with the bases loaded now with 2 outs for themselves. And here is Musial. Singled his first time up. Jason Johnson struggling so far. Johnson from the stretch. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 3-4 ground ball to third. Picked up by Batista. Throws him out and gets him out of there. No runs, 1 hit, 2 walks. Leaps the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the third. It is 3-1 Orioles. So Jason Johnson gets out of the third inning. So now for the Orioles, David Segui, Jeff Conine, and Tony Batista. Conine reached on an error his first time up, which allowed Jerry Harrison to score. Reuther with the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-5 ground ball to short. That's Koenig. He comes up, makes the long throw, and got him for the first out. First out here in the third. Here is Tony Batista. Grounded into a double play his first time up. Actually, no, that should have been Segui. Hang on 1 second. That was a ground out for Segui. Let's see, 1-5. He would have been out anyway. So let's bring Conine up with 1 out here in the third. Conine fouled by Batista. Reuther, the left-hander, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 4-7 ground ball to second. That is Lazzeri. He's a 2. 15 on a 2, and he draws the error. Lazzeri pulled him off the base. That's the second error for the Yanks. This time it is on the second baseman, Tony Lazzeri. So ground ball 4 gets an E1 on it. So now runner on first and 1 out. Here's Batista. Reuther not getting any luck right now. 2 big errors in this ball game. Reuther from the stretch here in the third gets the sign. Here it is on a 9-2-9 single for Batista. And Conine will probably have been held. Let's see. Conine he's a 4 out of 1. I'm sure he would have been held. So it'll be a 1-10 to go to third. He'll hold there. And it's 2 on and 1 out. So a big base hit for Batista. Second hit for the Orioles. And now it brings up Melvin Mora. Mora the batter. 2 on, 1 out. Reuther struggling. He's only got 2 hits in the ball game, but he's already pitched who had a high pitch count. Reuther from the stretch and the pitch. 3-7 is a base hit down the line. That will get at least 1 home. Conine scores. Batista goes to third. Orioles lead 4-1. So the Orioles hitting Dutch Reuther pretty hard here. And now here's Jay Gibbons. We talked about these 2002 teams having some pop with them. Another unearned run. So now here's Gibbons. Reuther from the stretch, infield in, first and third, 1 out, 3-3, and he walked Gibbons. Oh, Miller Huggins, he's losing his mind out there as Reuther cannot find the strike zone. So now here's Geronimo Gil. Bases loaded, 1 out. Gil, 12 home runs, got power. Let's see what he does. Reuther, they'll play the infield back. They're going to try to get a double play on it. First and third will play in. They'll come home on anything on contact. Here's the pitch. That rolls around for a bit. 2-9 from Gill. Ground ball to third. He will come home. Double play. No, he gets the runner in. So he gets the fielder's choice. 5-2. And that will keep the bases loaded with 2 outs. So a nice play by the third baseman. Dugan came home to Collins. And that's the only man he got. So there's 2 outs. And now here's Bordick. He's up for the second time in the third inning. That means he's pitched to 18 batters so far. Reuther is struggling. Bases loaded. Here is the pitch. That's a 1-9. Bordick struck him out, and Reuther gets out of another one. The Orioles are definitely going to be punching themselves for this one. 1 run, 2 hits, a big error. At the end of 3, it's 4-1 Orioles. The Orioles 4 runs on 3 hits, while the Yankees 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 huge errors in a ball game. Let's go over and look at our box score early on here. So far, Johnson 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, it's earned. That was a home run by Ruth. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Reuther 3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 are earned. 5 walks, which is killing him, and 2 strikeouts. Miller Huggins was out there in between innings talking about the strike zone. Seems like Reuther feels like he's being squeezed in there. Top of the 4th, 4-1 Orioles, and here's Tony Lazzeri. So Lazzeri comes up. Lazzeri has struck out his first time up. So now Lazzeri against Johnson. Here's the pitch. 5-6, struck him out. Big strikeout for Jason Johnson. So Lazzeri's retired for the first out, struck out twice. And here's the third baseman, Joe Dugan. Line to third his first time up. Dugan gets the sign. Here is the pitch. That rolls around kind of weirdly. 2-6 is a ground ball to short. Koenig's got it. Goes across the diamond for out number 2. So that was a nice play from Bordick. Gets 6-3 to Koenig. And now here's the catcher, Pat Collins. Ground ball to third his first time up. Johnson looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. All 6s. 6-12 walked him. So a 2-out walk to Pat Collins. And the Yankees will now send Earl Combs, so now actually the designated hitter, Ben Paschal. He struck out his first time up. Big opportunity for Ben here to get a big piece. Johnson from the stretch gets the sign. 4-1 Orioles. It's a 2. It's a 7. Fly ball. Nope, wrong. Sorry about 2-7. Struck him out. Big strikeout for Jason Johnson. The Yankees don't score in the 4th. They leave a man on. No runs, no hits, a walk. 1 left. We played 3.5. It's 4-1 Baltimore. So now here's Harrison, followed by Singleton and Segui. Harrison has walked and scored, and then singled in 2 back in the 2nd inning. Harrison against Reuther. Reuther gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 3-7 for Harrison's a single. So Harrison's on again. Base hit number 5 for the Orioles. Well, actually, let's look at it. Base hit number 4 for the Orioles. Here's Chris Singleton. Again, they have to play things a little differently here. Orioles are starting to see Reuther quite well. Singleton's 0 for 2. Reuther from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-3 is a fly ball left field. That is Mr. Musial. Musial is a 1 on a 4 and makes the catch. So Musial given a nice rating there. He's a fly ball C candidate. And that is the first out. So now here is, let's see, it will be with a runner on first now with 1 out. The Orioles now send up David Segui. He's 0 for 2, reached on an error and ground to third. Reuther looking for a better maintained inning. Low maintenance inning he needs. Reuther looks in, gets the sign. Here it is, 4-6, popped it straight up to first. That's Ruth. Comes in, makes the catch, and that's 2 outs. So now here is Jeff Conine, the Barbarian. 2 outs in the game. Conine has hit into a double play and reached on an error by the second baseman. And then scored a run. Reuther gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 3-2, fly ball left field. Musial makes the catch and ends the inning. So good inning for Dutch Reuther. We played 4. It's still 4-1 Baltimore. Top of the 5th coming up. So the Yankees will send up Earl, Combs, Koenig, and Ruth. Yankees trying to get back in this. Down 3. Yankees 3 hits, Baltimore 4. Yankees have committed 2 huge errors. Here's the pitch to Combs. 5-8 fly ball. That is a fly ball center field. Singleton's there. Makes the catch for the first out. So Combs is retired. He's 0 for 3. Here's Koenig. Koenig 1 for 2 in the ball game. Hard hit singles last time up. Johnson with the sign. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-3. That's a pop straight up to second. That's Harrison. He waits for it. Makes the catch. And now Ruth comes up with nobody on. Johnson can work a little more aggressive here. He gets the sign. Ruth has homered and walked. Here's the pitch to Bambino. Rolls around. That's a 1 and a 4. And Ruth draws another walk. He's going to do a lot of that this season. They're really scared to pitch to Ruth half the time, but now you got a guy in back him in Murder's Row. Mr. Gehrig, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. So now let's see what Jason Johnson does. Johnson gets the sign. Here's the pitch. On a 3-9. That's a shot down the line for Gehrig. A double. Ruth has to stop at third. 2 stars, and it's second and third Yankees. Second and third, 2 outs. Big double from Gehrig. And now here is Musial again. Musial steps up, 1 for 2 with a single. Reuther keeps a hold on him. 2 outs, 2 on from the stretch. Here's the pitch from Johnson. 2-4 is a single for Musial. Scores Ruth. Gehrig could not be held. That's a +2 for Gehrig. He's a 1 to 15. He's going to try to score. Here comes the throw. Not in time. And it's now 4 to 3. So a 2 RBI single for Bob Musial. And the Yankees come to lead to 4-3. So now here is Tony Lazzari. He has a chance to be a bigger hero now. Johnson from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 1-12 fouls out behind the plate. Gill is there. Makes the catch and ends the inning. But the Yanks score 2 in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-3 Orioles. What a ball game here at Camden Yards in Baltimore. So for the Orioles, we Batista, Mora, and Gibbons. So now Reuther on the mound. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 1-9. Struck him out. Batista down on strikes. So the animal Batista's down. That's 2 outs here. Here is Melvin Mora, the left fielder. Mora has grounded short and singled. He's 1 for 2. Reuther gets the sign. Here's the pitch from the left-hander. 6-5 is a ground ball to short. That's going to be Koenig. Koenig is a 2 on an 11 on a 2. Makes the play. 11 on a 1's an error. So 6-3. There's 2 outs. So 2 outs in the 5th of a 3-2 ball game. Here is Mr. J. Gibbons. Gibbons has walked twice and scored. Reuther gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 6-6, and that is a single on a 1-2. That's a 16. Line drive to third baseman Dugan. Ends the inning. We played 5. 3 up, 3 down, go to the Orioles. It's 4-3 Baltimore. This is getting close. So now here's Joe Dugan, followed by Collins and Paschal. The bat against Jason Johnson. Dugan, the batter, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 6-11 is a ground ball to first baseman. That is Conine, the Barbarian. He's 3-17 on a 3. And that's an error on Conine. And that's a big error for Conine. He popped off the arm, and he couldn't get to it. So an error puts Dugan on first. And here come the Yankees. The thing you don't want to do is give them extra outs. And here we go. Runner on first and nobody out. It'll now bring up Pat Collins. Collins has walked around the short. Big inning for Jason Johnson, who wants to be the pitcher of record. Gets the sign. Here is the pitch. That's a 3-6. That is a single 1-12. That's a 9. Base hit past the shortstop for Pat Collins. As Dugan stops at second, and the Yankees got 2 on and nobody out. And now here's Paschal. He has struck out twice. Top of the 6th. Orioles lead 4-3. Yankees out hitting the Orioles 6-4. Johnson from the stretch. 2 on, nobody out. That's a 5-7. Ground ball to second. Harrison is a 2. That's a 3. That's a double play. Harrison to the shortstop. Bordick over to first to Conine. 4-6-3. So the runner will go to third base. So Pascal knocks into a very bad double play. The thing they did not need happened. And now it's at the top of the lineup for Earl Combs. 0-for-3 in the ballgame, 2-for-8 on the young season. Johnson from the stretch. Runner on third, 2 out. Here's the pitch. This is his fatigue inning, remember. So he's actually 2 away. 1-5's a single for Combs. So Combs knocks in the run, and we are now tied. So Combs knocks in a run, and that will make him 1-for-4, and the game is tied at 4. So now that's 2 hits in the inning. Unearned run on Jason Johnson. The Oriole bullpen really has to get going. And now here's Mark Koenig. Oh, Mike Hargrove trying to stay with this pitcher as long as he can. Runner on first, 2 outs. If Koenig gets on, probably a lefty against Ruth. Here's the pitch to Koenig. That's a 1-9 ground ball to short. Bordick's got it. Fielder's choice to the second baseman. He's out of there. 6-4. But the Yanks tie it up with a run on 2 hits, 1 big error. It came around the score. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-4. So now the Yankees 4 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. The Orioles 4 runs on 4 hits and an error. The Orioles will send up Gill, Bordick, and Harrison against Reuther in the 6th inning. Reuther looks in. Tie ball game at 3. 5-8, and that's a single. So it's a big single on Reuther's card. He gets a bunch of hits. Doesn't surprise me. So Gill is on. Here's Bordick. Now does he lay down a bunt here? Top of the lineup comes up. You know what? We are going to probably lay down a bunt. Oh, it's an 11. Thing he did not want to happen is an 11. So a sacrifice on an 11. Batter pops up. Runners hold. So a pop up to the third baseman. So a missed sacrifice opportunity from Bordick. He slams the bat down. So runner on first and 1 out. Here's Jerry Harrison. Harrison has been a hot hitter today, 2-for-2, and a run scored. He walked and scored on the error, singled in 2 in the 2nd, and singled in the 4th. So Harrison righty against Reuther. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Rolls around for 8. Fly ball left field. Musel's there, camps under it, makes the catch for 2 outs. They finally retired Jerry Harrison. Here is Chris Singleton. So with 2 outs, runner on first. Singleton is 0-for-3. Singleton to hit against Reuther. Reuther from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That rolls around a little bit. 6-6. Single on a 1-2. That's a 3. Nice catch by the third baseman, Dugan. Orioles are done in the 6th. We played 6. It is 4-4. Again, a late inning heroic game needed by someone today. We go into the 7th of a 4-4 score. So now we go to 7th. The pitch count of Jason Johnson must be going absolutely out of. For 2002, he's pitching. He's already gone the full distance. So he's pitched 8, 24, 20, 25 hitters. We're in the 7th inning. I don't see Jason Johnson, 131 innings, going much longer. Problem is this Oriole bullpen. Can they put the right pitcher in to keep it close? So Rodrigo Lopez was in the last game, one of the last games. Pretty good card. Gets smacked on a high 4. So let's see what they'll do. Well, you know what? They'll bring in Roger, or let's see. Do you want to go B.J. Ryan, who's on Ruth, lefty, righty? Bring in the lefty, B.J. Ryan, even though we're not playing lefty-righty splits. We'll bring in righty just because. Ryan has some really good numbers. So new opposing pitcher for the Orioles here in the 7th. So no decision for Jason Johnson. So here comes B.J. Ryan. He does not bat, and he comes in the game. So here is B.J. Ryan. He will pitch to the Babe. Ruth so far has homered deep to right field his first time up, and then he's walked twice and scored. So here's Ruth in the top of the 7th. Tie ball game. Ryan from the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-card, 5-8, and he walked him. Oh my, 5-9 could have been deep and gone. So there it is. Walk for Ruth. That's his 3rd walk. So now here is Gehrig. Gehrig knocked in a double his last time up. He's 1 for 2, including a walk. So Ryan from the stretch. Can Ryan get this lefty out who's in to bring in the lefties? He's struggling a little bit. Rolls around. That's a 2-4 double play ball. Shortstop to Bordick to Harrison. 2 Conine double play. 6-4-3. Holy cow, another double play ball. And this time Gehrig knocked into that one. So there's 2 quick outs. And that's a big out there. And now here's Bob Musial. He'll come in the game. He's 2 for 3, including knocking in 2 big runs in the 5th inning. B.J. Ryan gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 5-4. Catcher's Cardex. That should be an easier play for Geronimo Gil. Geronimo Gil is a 3. It's a 7 on a 3. Let's see if he's able to make the play on it. He dropped it. He dropped it. It's an E2 on Geronimo Gil. So a big error for the Orioles, and that extends the Yankee inning. So both teams have 2 big errors in the ball game. So an E2, Musial's on with the speed. And now let's see what it does with B.J. Ryan. Does he have a good arm? +2, not really. So it's a -2. It's going to be a +2. -2, yeah. No, wait a minute. So it's a +2. And then it's a -2. Actually, it's a -2 on the A from Musial if he wants to run. So let's look at him. Musial will be a 1-13 if he wants to go with 2 outs. If he does, Lazzeri leads off. Here's Musial on the throw. Not in time. He gets the stolen base. So Musial decides to be aggressive and steals second. Runner on second and 2 outs. And now here's Lazzeri. A big opportunity for Tony. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Big righty-lefty matchup. Can B.J. Ryan do the job? Ryan from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-7. Struck him out again. 2-8 would have been gone. So the Yankees are done in the 7th. Let's get up and stretch here in Camden Yards. Get your crawfish. Get everything you need from the Baltimore's outside and get some barbecue because we are tied at 4 heading to the bottom of the 7th as we stretch. So 4-4 in the 7th. Segui, Conine, and Batista, the bat for the Orioles. And he'll hit against Dutch Reuther, possibly in his last inning of work. You think he can probably go 9, but he has definitely labored, as they say in Major League Baseball terms. Segui 0 for 3. Reuther looks in, gets the sign. 2-10 strike. No, 2-10. That's a shot down the line for a long single. Great play by Musial. Turns around and throws it back in. He barely missed a double. 2-10, a double, 1-15. Roll to 17. So great play by Musial. Gets it back in. Segui's on. Not much speed. Let's see again. That would be a -2 to run. And now do they bring somebody with a lot more speed in? You know what? They're probably going to do that. Last of the 7th inning. Segui comes out and Gary Matthews Jr. will come in the game. So Matthews Jr. comes in. Pinch runner in the ball game. And here he comes. So we expect him to run. They're not bringing him out here just to sit around. He'll have a chance to run. Runner on first and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Conine so far is 0 for 3. Reached on an error and scored. Reuther from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Not running yet. He probably should have. 5-4 ground ball. That is a ground ball to first, I believe. Let's see, they may have turned 2. No, oh, that's a third baseman. That's Dugan. So I misread that. He's a 2 on a 13 on a 2. And that's a two-base error, Joe Dugan. He throws over ahead of Gary as it goes to the backstop. Two-base error. And oh, Miller Huggins cannot believe what his defense has done today. The Yankees making some really bad defensive decisions. And now Matthews on at third and Conine at second. Second and third for Tony Batista. And I think Miller Huggins is going to come out and he may take the ball from Reuther. He's a lefty. Let's see who they have to come in. They may go with George. George Pipgrass. So George Pipgrass will come in. He will be the new Yankee pitcher. So let's do a new posing pitcher. New Yankee pitcher will be George Pipgrass. He's in the ball game. Does not bat. And he's in. So Reuther leaves 6+ innings. Runners at second and third. Nobody out. Batista the batter. Infield being brought in. Oh my, what a ball game. Camden Yards. Pipgrass from the stretch. Gets the pitch. That rolls around a little bit funky. That's a 2-5 and a single for Batista. That will score Matthews Jr. without a problem. Conine is a +1 because you cannot hold him in front of the lead runner. So that makes him a 1-12, and they will hold him. They don't want to get a guy thrown out at the plate. So first and third, Orioles take a 5-4 lead in the 7th. Earned runs so far, and here's Melvin Mora. The infield in will stay in effect. Pipgrass needs a big pitch here. Pipgrass from the stretch. First and third, nobody out. 2-6, ground ball down the third. He will come home and gets the runner at the plate. Nicely done. Fielder's choice, 5-2. Nicely done by Dugan the Collins, who applied the tag. So now the Orioles, runners at first and second with 1 out. They bring the infield back in double play depth for Jay Gibbons. So Gibbons the hitter, 2 on and 1 out. Pipgrass from the stretch. He needs a big play here. 4-12 fouls out behind the plate. He'll get it. Here comes Collins. Makes the catch for the big second out. Here is Geronimo Gil. Comes in. Let's see if they stay with Gil. He has that good power, so I don't think they'll pinch hit for him. He's 1 for 2, a walk, and a run scored. Pipgrass from the stretch. 5-4 Orioles, 2 out in the 7th. Rolls around. That's good. Nothing good in that 3-com. Once it lands, it should be an out. As long as it's not an injury. No, fly ball right field. That will be the right fielder for the Yankees. That's Ruth makes the catch and ends the inning. The Orioles get 1 run. Let's see what they did here. 1 run. Let's see if we can find out what they did. So 1 run. They scored a 1. We go to the top of the 8th inning. It is 5-4. So now we go to the 8th inning. Let's go ahead and flip the scorecard over real quick. And let's see what the Orioles will do. So let's see. Matthews Jr. will stay in. Conine was the first baseman. Oh no, he wasn't. That's okay. Let's see. So we want to put Matthews back in. Let's see. We can move him to a different part of the lineup. Matthews DH. And there it is. That works. So now he is the new DH in this game. So now it will be, we have to flip the lineup back again. Let's line up switch again and flip it back. So the Yankees bat in the 8th, and it looks like it will be start with Dugan here. So Dugan, Collins, and Paschal here in the 8th. And the Orioles will send up, let's see, in a 5-4 lead. Do they want to keep B.J. Ryan out there? He's going a walk. He can only go 1, so he can, again, be fatigued with any 3 hits or walks. Jorge Julio is starting to do some exercises. He's going to come in. Do they bring in Buddy Groom, who got waxed a bit? He'll get the bottom part of this lineup. So Groom will come in again. So you want to keep away maybe from pitching 3 days in a row sometimes. So you want to use kind of using the same pitchers. So Groom will come in. That makes B.J. Ryan now the pitcher of decision. So Groom is the new pitcher. He's the third Oriole pitcher. He'll pitch to Dugan, Collins, and Pascal here in the eighth. Dugan is 0 for 3, reached on an error and scored. Here is the pitch from Groom, the lefty. 3-6, a single for Dugan. So Dugan's on again. That's a big hit. Runner on first and nobody out. Yankees now bring the tying runner up for the catcher, Pat Collins. He's 1 for 2. Does Collins want to bunt maybe and set up a bigger inning with Pascal and then that top of the lineup? Let's see what Collins will do. Collins, a 275 hitter, will swing away. Groom from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-5, pop the third. That's Batista. Calls everyone off, makes the catch, and that's the first out. So now it's Pascal's time. He's getting the DH of this ball game. He can be pinch hit 4. He's 0 for 3 so far, 0 for 5. Not much hitters on this Yankee bench, though. So he will probably stay out there and swing. Groom from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-6. That's a ground ball, double play ball. How about that yet again? Bordick to the second baseman. Who is Harrison over to the first baseman? Conine, double play. 6-4-3, double play. Yankees have hit into way too many of those double plays today, and this will end the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We played 8. It's 5-4 Orioles. So now we go to the last of the 8th. Orioles will now send up Bordick, Harrison, and Singleton. Against George Pipgrass, stays in the game. So here's Bordick, and swings. 4-9, just missed the home run ball. Ground ball is short. Koenig's a 2, that's an 18 on a 2, makes the play. So 6-3, 1 away. So now that was in the top of the lineup for the 5th time. It's going to be Jerry Harrison Jr., 2 for 3, 2 runs batted in. Here's the pitch from Pipgrass. 6-3, fly ball right field. That's the Bambino with the play. He's a 2, and that is an 8. An 8 on a 2 on the Bambino makes the catch on a deep fly to right field. He had a backup for it. That's 2 outs. So now 2 outs in the ball game. It will now bring up Chris Singleton. He's 0 for 4, 0 for 9 early on. Kenny must be kind of worried about his son's bat. 2 outs here. Pipgrass looks in, gets the side, looking to get the Orioles 3 up, 3 down. 6-5 is a walk, so Singleton will work a walk here. He's got some good speed, though. He stole 20 bases, caught 2 times, so he is a stealer. Again, it's only going to be a -2, so it's a 13 or less for Singleton. He's going to try to steal it, and he gets the 12. So he's on second with a stolen base. Runner on second and 2 outs. And now here's Gary Matthews Jr., his first at bat. He scored a run in the first game. So here is the Sarge's son, 276, 7 home runs. Right-handed bat against Pipgrass. Pipgrass from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 3-7. That's a ground ball to third. Dugan's got it. Goes it across the diamond the long way. Gets the final out. No runs. No hits. A runner left on second. We go to the top of the 9th. Do the Yankees have a rally in their bones? It's 5-4 Orioles. We head to the 9th. And for the Orioles, it will be Jorge Julio coming out, trying to get 3 outs and the final save. So Julio will come in for the Birds here. Julio pitched 1 inning in relief in the 9th inning. That sent them the extra innings. He will now come in and try to pitch an inning and then get the save. Julio gave up 5 home runs in 68 innings. He will pitch to the top of this Yankee Murderers Row lineup. Combs, who's 1 for 4. Koenig is 1 for 4. Gehrig and Ruth, who's 1 for 1. So a very small 1-run lead has to pitch to the Bambino. Here is Combs, 1 for 4. RBI his last time up. Here's the pitch from Julio. That's a 5-8 ground ball to second. Bordick. That is Harrison. He's a 2. Oh, that's a 3. Makes the play. Nicely done. So Jerry Harrison Jr. got right in front of it, kind of bobbled a little bit, and threw him out for first out. So for the first out, here is Mark Koenig. He's 1 for 4. 1 out here against Jorge Julio. Looked in, get a big save. He's a right-handed closer. 25 saves in 2002. Julio gets the side. 1 out in the 9th. Yankees trying to mount a comeback here. 4-10, ground ball to third. That's Batista. That could be trouble. Of course it is. 4 and a 4 is a double down the line. No doubles defense. He still sent it down the line. So Koenig's on at second with 1 out. And it brings up Ruth. Now what do you do? Does Mike Hargrove walk Ruth in this situation? It will put the tying run and go-ahead runners on, but you still got to pitch to Gehrig. He is 0 for 2 with a double and a walk. And then Muzel's on deck after that. You know what? I think, you're going to have to do this. Here in Baltimore, you're going to have to issue the intentional walk. So again, a walk is going to be given to Ruth. Change that to an intentional walk. And now it's first and second with 1 out for Gehrig. He has no chop liver so far. Gehrig, 2 for 8, a run scored, has a double, one of the doubles today. He's 1 for 3. Grounded into double plays last time up. He gets one of those double plays again, and the Orioles will win it. Julio from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. 4-6. There's a fly ball right field. Gehrig throws the bat down. Right fielder is right fielder for the Orioles. Why am I in a blank today? Oh yeah, that is my fault. That is Gibbons with the catch, and there's 2 outs. So definitely he made a huge Gehrig's hit. He swung out the wrong pitch, and now here's Musial. So 2 on, 2 outs. Musial is 2 for 4. He's 3 for 9. A run scored and 2 RBIs so far. He's been a hotter of a bat for these Yankees. Possible Musial big hit here. Julio from the stretch, trying to get the final out for the Orioles. Here it is. 2-6, single for Musial. So let's see. Koenig had to be held. So that's going to be a +1 for Koenig. Koenig is going to... Koenig, where are you, my friend? 1-15. He's got to try to score and tie this baby up. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is... Got it! The ball game is over. What a throw by the center fielder, Chris Singleton. Chris Singleton came up firing. Singleton a 0 arm, but he came up throwing him out, and that's going to be the ball game. So Koenig is out at the plate. Score it 8-2 as he threw one on a fly. The assist. Great play by Gill, and he tagged him out coming in. Holy cow. Put out by the catcher. That is an 8-2 ring up of an assist for the Orioles, and they win this game 5-4. Holy cow, what an ending. And now let's go to the end game result. Winning pitcher will be Ryan. He was in when the extra run scored. Groom will get himself a hold, and Julio gets the save. Losing pitcher, you know what? I think it's Reuther, because the run scored on his watch. We can change it if need be. This was going to be an April 3rd, 2002 game from Camden Yards. Let's go ahead and again look out the numbers to be sure. Let's see, the Orioles scored in the 7th inning to put him ahead. It was a single, an error, and then Batista came in and got the hit off him, so it charged a run to Reuther. So he does get the loss. Let's look at this crazy box score. Again, the final is Baltimore 5 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. The Yankees 4 runs, 10 hits, and 3 errors. All errors were huge in this game. And let's look at it. Fielding errors were by Collins, Dugan, Lazzari, Conine, and Gill. Left on base, the Yankees 10 and the Orioles 10. Doubles by Gehrig and Koenig their first. Ruth had his second home run. RBIs by Combs. Musial had number 1 and 2. Ruth had RBIs number 3. Batista had RBIs number 2. Harrison had 2 RBIs for 2, and so did Mora had his first RBI. Stolen bases, Musial had 2 RBIs. Stolen bases. Musial had 2. Harrison stole 2. Singleton stole 1. Ground out in double plays. Gehrig 1. Paschal ran into 2 double plays, and so did Conine. He had 1. Runners left in scoring position. Collins, Lazzari. Musial left 3. Bordick 2. Gill, Matthews, Singleton left 2. The Orioles turned 3 double plays. The Yankees turned 1. The winning pitcher was Ryan. Johnson went 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Ryan went an inning, 1 walk in, 1 strikeout, got the win. Groom went 1 inning, 1 hit, got the hold. And Julio, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 walk. A great assist by Chris Singleton. The throw to the plate and the tag by Geronimo Gill got the plate to end the game. The losing pitcher was Dutch Reuther. He's 0-1. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, only 3 were earned, 5 walks and 3 strikeouts. Pipgrass came in with 2 innings. He allowed a runner to score. That was bad. 1 hit and 1 walk. Well, folks, that's game 2 of this series. The Yankees will go to 1-1. Now they'll play the 3rd and final game of the series tomorrow night. We'll have the same action for right here on the Sports Time Machine. I want to thank you so much for being here and watching. Final score again, the Baltimore Orioles 5, New York Yankees 4. Orioles 5 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. The Yankees 4 runs, 10 hits, and 3 errors. Have a good night, everybody, and keep playing baseball as it's America's pastime.